You're
You're
holy moly! Welcome to episode 10, double digits.
double digits.
Oh, you messed up the camera
Already.
Let's go, episode 10.
It wouldn't be NDT
Hold up
if
your
our
hand.
camera. Hold up my hand.
Diablo. Okay, now it's frozen. There you go. Loki, you're in my spot, you bozo.
Loki's being so bad right now. But
Really
happy
energetic.
Sunday. Welcome back to NDT, not at the dinner table, where we have conversations that you wouldn't usually have at the dinner table. I am your co-host, Chantel, and this is
Dylan.
and Loki.
And Loquito.
He's such a little daddy's boy. Do any of you out there have a pet and then your pet just prefers your partner? It really sucks. It really sucks. But
No,
it's
he
also
doesn't
cute.
prefer. He's
It's
been
also
cuddling. He's been cuddling with the both of us lately. He be taking turns. He be on his trader shit sometimes for me.
No, he does different things with Dylan that he doesn't do with me. You see, look at him. Where you going? Oh, bad. Oh,
You better fall off.
get your son. You see what I mean? He's playing though. But yeah, happy Sunday. We hope everyone has had a good week and that this next week is even better. I'm praying that my week is better than last week. So
Well, I mean, last week wasn't even that bad. I
exactly.
mean, it just
So I
had
hope it's better.
some trying times and some new challenges, which makes you think a little bit different. So
Yeah.
different's not necessarily bad. Different just can be that challenge, which, you know, with the right attitude can be good. So I'm glad that you're looking at it as a positive attitude. I'm looking at things as a positive attitude. I got a lot of updates coming soon, but I'm not gonna speak those into tuition until closer time. But the usual. We usually start talking about the UFC. Yesterday was the UFC. Noche UFC, rather.
Noche UFC, because yesterday was Mexican Independence Day, where the Mexican people celebrate their independence from Spain, that they got in the 1800s. And if you didn't know, the revolution was led by Father Miguel Hidalgo and a bunch of poor people in the 1800s. So that's how Mexico got their independence.
History of 101.
Also, I did teach that before, but they gave like a little history video lesson at the beginning of the UFC yesterday. And they talked about Mexican independence, which I thought it was really cool to see the UFC like be very progressive yesterday and like celebrate Mexican independence. And not even celebrate it, but have a whole night surrounding Mexican fighters.
So that's
right?
the thing
In every
that
division, there was a Mexican fighter fighting.
that's the thing that I really appreciate about the UFC as well, in their drive to keep expanding wherever it is allowed. They're constantly trying to get arenas everywhere so that they can put fighters on. They can have fighters that, you know, come from a long way to fight other people, to be able to represent in their own home country, especially if they're making a name for the UFC and everybody else. So shout out to them for making big movements, and shout out to last night. There was a lot of amazing good nights. Oh, not good nights. A lot of good fights.
A lot of good fights, some weird calls.
Yeah, good fights, weird
which
refs.
I don't
We're judging.
And we're judging. So first of all, the main title fight was Alexa Grasso versus I think her name is Alexandra Shevchenko, something like that.
Shevchenko, yeah.
But her last name is Shevchenko, and Alexa Grasso is.
Do you know what Shevchenko is?
She's some Middle Eastern.
Nope.
But she speaks Spanish.
She's Peruvian and from the Soviet.
So she's Peruvian and Soviet
Russian.
And Russian?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So she could speak Spanish, I think Russian and English.
Good for her.
Trilingual.
But Alexa Grasso fought against Shevchenko, and I fell asleep during this fight. I'm not gonna lie.
We both did, but I remember you waking me up and you're like, yo, they're still fighting.
Yeah, because I heard them in the other room, like, still fighting. I'm like, they're still fighting, and it's supposed to have almost 1 a.m.
Honestly, great clips.
Great clips.
I woke up and I started watching as many as I could. I didn't feel like signing on to ESPN and rewatching the whole entire fight. Had too much to do today. I saw one round. I think I saw round 4. It was like a full round, and it was not looking in favor of Shevchenko. But then immediately I was watching, or I was reading all the comments, and they were going after bad calls by the judge, which I can understand her beliefs and the calls. However, maybe there was a mishap in the other rounds where that made them rule 10-8. Which basically, for anyone who doesn't know, getting ruled a 10-8 is like at the end of the fight, you're pretty much running away. There's nothing that you could do. You're just stuck. You're stuck. And that's what they ended up ruling in round 5 for Shevchenko, when Shevchenko was just, she had her back taken by Grasso, and it wasn't good for maybe a minute of the match, but of that round. But I mean, 4 other minutes, it was a stand-up fight. You know what I mean? So really weird to call it a 10-8.
So Shevchenko came out in her post conference. This is something that I did see, and she was basically like kind of upset at one of the judges' scoring cards because he scored her a 10-8 in the final round, and he's basically the reason why the scoring was a no decision, which means that nobody wins, nobody lost. But the issue in this fight is that this is a title fight. So she's
this is
fighting
for the
for
belt.
a belt.
Yeah, and if it's a no contest, then Shorty gets to go home with the belt like she walked in with the belt.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of
it's equivalent to her winning and getting the belt back.
However,
you know what I mean?
Shevchenko in the same press conference says that in the first round she broke her thumb. So let's take this into consideration. If you break your thumb in the first round, and in subsequent rounds this happens to you,
the second round
you get knocked
happens.
down, and not even like you come back up, but she knocked you down right there, right? So, and all in all, Grasso is dominating the fight. Now, I didn't watch this fight live to be able to understand why it came out.
We do have to watch this back because
it was a no decision. You have to watch back.
Not only that, but Grasso allegedly landed some illegal knees, which I did see some clips of Grasso doing, but I didn't realize that Shevchenko was so adamant that her fingers were touching the mat for all of the hits. So it's like, I don't know if her hand was on the mat for all the hits, then I guess that is blatantly the ref not seeing something that is illegal and really dangerous to the fighter.
Well, I think the issue is also like, oh, what the fuck was that? That's crazy. But I think
the same thing over and over.
I think the issue is that because in the earlier fights, all these refs were making weird decisions and things. It influences what the refs do going forward.
Do we have the clip of that guy losing? What's the next one?
Yeah, we do.
No. This next one was fire.
This next one is another girl fight, but I have
Shorty fucking was dominating.
You showed me this. No, Dylan called me over and he was like, "You have to see this."
Yeah, I was like, this girl was putting on a fucking clinic the whole time, and then she hit her with me. You will poofa.
Whoa.
Insane.
Slow.
Yeah. Can you put it slow for the 0.5? Yeah, play for that. Right. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a big old takedown.
Let me lift you and then flip you and change your center of gravity.
She got fogged up.
Green one, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Damn.
Shout out May.
Wait, we've seen
She's been training with Grasso. And yes, that's why we've seen her before too.
Tracy Cortez, where you at, little Miss Baddie?
We also,
there was a lot of little baddies last night.
Last time we saw Reed fight, she fucked it up too. So I mean, like, I don't know. Oh, this was the other controversial fight. So earlier in the night, before the main card, these two, Grasso and Shevchenko, there was this fight that ended very early. This guy ended up having him in a standing choke, right? And as a grappler, you're not, I guess in wrestling, they were talking about this, the commentators, that it's not really your job as a fighter to have to respond to the ref when you're in the middle of one of these chokes. So like if you're not used to having to do that, then you're not used to having to do that. So something that kind of bothered a lot of people during the night was kind of like the energy of the night could have played a factor into these refs calling the fights, into the judges judging the fights. It's not right for just this guy, and he did a dumb move in my opinion. This is something that we saw Izzy just got caught with when he fought Pereira the first time. You can't really play possum around a ref that hasn't really been making a good name for himself like that yet. You know what I mean? Like, this guy wasn't no Herb Dean. I don't know why this ref called this off like this. He could have just been asking a little bit more adamantly, been like, yo, fight, fight, fight. Like, you have to show me something. Like, it was just way too quick. He like checked twice or like maybe once and a half times if he was okay, and then he was just like, the fight's off. And that's BS in my opinion too. I was like, why? Especially the way that he bounced up. He was like, I'm not even out. He got up and his face was completely like it was
this
even
whole thing.
conscious.
So we watched this fight live, right? We watched the whole thing, and the guy in the green shorts plus the other guy in like a headlock, like a rear, right?
Well,
So
this
front
is
headlock?
actually out
What is
of a takedown attempt that the other guy was trying to do.
Oh yeah, the other
So
guy was
it's-
trying to take him down, and then he flipped him around. and got
Right.
him in
So
a
it's not
headlock.
like this guy was getting mangled the whole round.
No.
He went for an attack and the guy tried to counter it, and then the
Yeah.
guy was just trying to be a patient, recover, and the ref said he was out.
What we don't see from this angle is on the other side where the ref is, he keeps asking the fighter who's being choked out, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And it's like, as a fighter, you shouldn't have to respond if you're trying to like relax in that moment and not die. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
What ends up happening is
He
he
had
has
his
his
arms
arm
up.
like this, and as the ref is asking him, "Are you okay?"
He goes like
his
that.
arm goes limp.
It goes limp.
So as soon as the arm goes limp, the ref goes, "Stop, stop, stop." If I'm the ref, from the ref's point of view, I can understand why he stopped the fight, because maybe he saw something that the regular eye viewer didn't see. But when he gets out of the headlock, the guy's perfectly fine. He's like, "I'm good. What the fuck was that?" So that's confusing to me. Why would you do that?
That's the other thing is this ref looks kind of old. I'm gonna keep it a stack. And how
Chris
loud?
Mangione didn't want to be there.
How loud was this place?
It was a loud crowd.
It
was a loud
was
crowd.
incredibly loud. We're talking about a bunch of Mexican fans in Las Vegas,
He's a Mexican
Nevada,
fighter. It's Noche
and
UFC.
everyone is screaming. If he was even responding, he's getting choked out. How loud do you think you could yell being choked out,
I'm okay,
saying,
I'm
"Yeah, I'm
okay."
okay, I'm okay"? He could have just put his arm down and be like, "I'm fine, dude, I'm fine, dude." But the old man not hear it because he's hearing Matt Odele's in the background. You know what I mean? Like it's there's so many factors that play into it, and a lot of the complaints with this fight specifically was that the ref did not know exactly what he was looking at. He did not give the right amount of time. It's almost night and day with this fight compared to other fights where people are damn near getting beaten into a pulp onto the floor. Their head is bouncing off the canvas back
Yeah.
and forth, and they don't call that shit.
But even the announcers last night were talking about how, depending on the stadium and how loud
Yeah.
the stadium is for a fighter or for whatever type of night it is, like the people who are judging these games are human, and the refs are human. We all have human bias. So I kind of saw a little bit of human bias last night, I feel like. And in this instance, I don't know if it was bias or the ref literally thinking that he saw something that he didn't necessarily know what he saw, and he thinks, "Oh, this guy's being choked out." But I remember DC saying that that this is a hard choke to finish, and that anyone in MMA knows that. So the ref should have known that this was a hard choke to finish, and that maybe within a few seconds the round is over and they get another round.
Mm-hmm.
All in all, the ref apologized to the fighters at the end. Like, there was a good discourse between the refs and the fighters. Green Shorts was upset that he didn't get a win out of this, because if it was stopped and the ref thinks that you choked him out, I feel like you deserve the win. If the fighter is standing up after and saying, "I was fine," that's a whole different story. But I don't know.
Right.
I'm not a doctor, okay? I'm not a doctor.
Uh,
Fumi, what's up,
Hi,
Fumi?
Fumi. Hi, Spoon.
What's up, Spoon?
How are
Happy
y'all?
NDT Day.
Happy
Okay.
DC Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Yeah, I was overall happy with the fight night. I will elaborate a little bit on Sevchenko's point
Yeah.
that she's received a little bit of backlash for. which was she feels like she understands because it was Mexican Independence Day and they wanted to rule it, one way instead of giving the clear decision. They wanted to make it a no decision for the day. Now, the way that she worded it, and obviously she's kind of mad foreign, um, it came out kind of weird, but I can understand her kind of saying that in a way where it's like, listen, I understand that the energy was at an all-time high, especially for the Mexican fighters, and that things could have just got lost in translation. Things could have gotten emphasized for that matter. You know what I mean? But it does not stop reactions like the one that we see. Put this full screen real quick.
This is crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy. So when Bruce Buffer ends up coming up with the results for the fight, he ends up telling one of the guys on the side the results, and you could clearly see his reaction. And this is kind of
so. This is Bruce telling one of the people in the UFC headquarters that this ended in a no decision.
Yeah. So Bruce goes in.
There's Bruce in his nice suit. He was wearing black.
And it's a reworn suit.
Look at his black, and it's a reworn
Once he
suit.
told him, the guy looks, he goes, "What?"
And she's like, "What?"
What? Now, granted, that could have been just a really animated dude trying to, he knows he's going to be in front of cameras and shit like that. So, it is what it is. Maybe people do that for Easter eggs. I don't know. I've never been in the octagon. I don't talk to people who've been in the octagon. I would love to. But yeah, a lot of people were really surprised that it was a no contest. But from what I saw, I think it's possible it could have been a no contest. I think it'll be great if they have a third fight. And hell, we'll see what happens with Shevchenko healing. Maybe she'll change weight classes. Whatever's going to optimize her fighting. She said in the post conference that's what she'll do. So, more power to her.
She did say, though, in her argument, Shevchenko, that a 10-8 is usually given to a fighter who's like not fighting at all, not fighting back. I can't wait to watch that final round to see if she was actually fighting back. Because that was one of her arguments. But it was a great night for the UFC. Let's see what DC said. Is this?
Oh, this shit is funny as fuck.
So DC's interviewing Alexa Grasso after the no decision.
All my punches were harder, and yes, I did a lot of damage. All my punches were harder, and yes, I'm the winner.
But it was a draw.
Well, I did a lot of damage. All my punches were harder, and yes, I'm the winner.
DC.
I'm the winner.
But it was a draw.
But it was a draw.
DC, come on.
DC belongs in the Hall of Fame for so many reasons. Absolutely great keeping her in check, but I mean that's just, language translation issues. And in all honesty, that's what I said though. If you have the belt in a title fight like that, right? And it's a no contest, you technically won the belt back. They did not do enough to get it from you, so you did your job in keeping that belt.
Yeah, I think all in all, there were a lot of weird decisions last night and a lot of no decisions. Usually it's really like either this person won or this person lost. Last night it was a lot of, I don't know, we'll see next time. Like that was kind of the vibe, from a lot of the fights that we saw. But the fight with that Romanov guy and the Josh guy, that was a good fight.
Rosas Jr. ended up fighting. He ended up getting... Oh yeah, Rojas. He ended up getting his first knockout. He's known to be a submission guy. He came off of an L recently, so he came back mean with the motherfucking vengeance.
Oh, I thought I had a post of him, but he said something in a press conference that he's excited to be the.
Yeah, I could see it. I would love to see him and Paddy Pimblett go at it. Those two little grapply heads, but we'll see what happens. Paddy's supposed to be making a comeback soon, I think.
This is a funny clip online. This is Alex Pereira, and he is showing off something to one of his friends.
Well, not just his friend. This is his best friend. This is his trainer. They have like we've actually talked about that before. Like they've been drowning. Yeah, Glover. They drown each other in pools. Like they wrestle like bears, pretty much. Hilarious.
Passa aqui, ó.
I wonder if Glover's in Connecticut too.
Probably.
Oh,
Sounds
yeah.
like it.
Fala aí.
Hã?
O que é isso aí?
Hã? Gostou ou
O que é isso
não?
aí, velho?
Gostou?
Another gift?
Hã?
No.
Porra, rapaz.
Hã?
Shorty don't know.
Vou ter
Foi.
que comprar outra casa, cara. Deve
So I'm gonna have to buy
Não,
another
cara,
house.
isso aqui é pra mim, pô. Eu falei pra você que ia comprar, velho.
So Ferreira is showing his trainer that he got this Lamborghini. The trainer thinks that the Lamborghini is a gift for him.
You know he's a fighter, right?
Yeah, the fighter, whoever he is, I don't know who that guy is, but I know they're friends and he's in the
So then why would
UFC.
you say yeah? I was trying to educate you on who he
Because I
is.
thought he was a trainer.
No, he's a fighter in the UFC, and they train together, just like Strickland trained with Pereira.
Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, he thought he was getting a Lamborghini and he started crying. And then he says, "No, this is for me. Can I have one thing?
Yeah, they
Not
stay-
everything's for you."
They
Just
stay
be
memeing
dead.
each other. It's fucking hilarious. I love their friendship, honestly.
Can you imagine, like, I come home with like a Mercedes Benz and you're like, "Oh my God, that's for me," and I'm like, "No, I just want to show you."
Nossa, eu até chorei aqui.
His friend goes, "I already shed tears of joy."
Presentinho pra mim, é presente de Deus.
Pereira's jokes, though.
Why would you do that? Come here, come here.
Why
Do
he
you like
dressed
it?
like that?
Do you like it?
His jokes.
Pereira's jokes. All right, that was the end of our UFC recap.
Yeah.
Now we have
Media
tea in the media. Media tea.
tea.
Which there was a lot of media tea this week.
I'm dead.
Okay.
Loki's face is right in the hole.
Stop.
Look at the camera. Look at it on your phone. Look at it on your phone.
Loki, why you look like that? Leaning on his dad's leg. But
hilarious.
this photo isn't aging well in 2020. Okay. And if you can't see it, I'll zoom in for you, my notes.
If
So zoom in.
only you replaced like Jonah Hill or what's that tall dude's name? Why'd you just scroll down?
I have to stretch my nose.
If you replaced one of them with Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah. If you replace this guy with Ashton Kutcher and this girl with Kristen Bell, because people are hating on her because
That
she
is
was
Kristen
stranded.
Bell.
That's not Kristen Bell.
That is Kristen Bell.
It don't look like Kristen Bell.
Motherfucker, that's Kristen Bell.
I literally zoomed in to see if that was Kristen Bell, and I was like, that's not her.
That's her from Who's Forgetting Sarah Marshall. She's Sarah Marshall, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Okay.
she's Sarah Marshall.
Well, good that that's Kristen Bell. That's good. Jonah Hill, we know that he's been online for his ex-girlfriend's,
For his slightly
psychotic,
controlling habits.
slightly controlling behavior that you need to go to therapy for and not go to therapy.
His
in
prenup
people's cases.
behavior, I'm gonna say that.
We got poor little Mila Kunis over here.
You said poor?
Let me finish. Writing letters for her rapist friend.
Why is
Okay.
that again? Poor?
It was ironic. It was no sarcasm. That's the word I was looking for. But I used to love Mila Kunis, and now it's like I don't know how to feel about you. You don't bathe. You don't bathe your kids. Now you're writing letters for Danny.
I'm crying.
Now you're defending your letters for Danny on X.
Not defending Danny.
And nothing's wrong with this guy, I think. Russell.
That guy fucks with the Muppets.
If you guys haven't seen breaking news the past 2 days, Russell Brand is now being accused of a bunch of
I don't think it's
assaults.
now. I
Let
think
me
it's.
finish. Of a bunch of assaults and stuff. However, if you've known about Russell Brand since like the Katy Perry days, he's always given weird energy. I'm not gonna say what he has or has not done because I don't know, but yeah, Russell Brand out here in these streets, and he may need to be put in away.
I've been
keep away from the
felt like
streets.
that dude needed to get put away. They gave him too much time, energy, and power way too quickly, way
Unpopular
too
opinion.
abruptly.
Do you think he made Katy Perry crazy? I think he made Katy Perry crazy.
I think Katy Perry is a crazy person by default. I think that this guy turned it into a negative crazy. She was a creative crazy. He made her bad crazy, and he was worse crazy, and but continued to be. And like I said, I don't think that this was that unknown. I think that the case is just being picked up on again, or he just might have given me the bad trigger word vibes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
The bad trigger word vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Russell Brand has always given me like that creep energy,
Mhm.
like in Hollywood,
In
like there's
January.
always that one guy, like Hugh Hefner
Yeah, I
from
know.
Playboy.
Yeah, I know Hugh
He
Hefner.
gives like Hugh Hefner vibes.
Hugh Hefner did not give off creep vibes.
Yes, he did. He was the biggest creep. But he monetized it. I'm saying like the energy of like trying to get young women and like that's creepy within itself. It was normalized for Hugh Hefner because he made a whole business out of it, but all of those girls are coming out now and saying how controlling and psychotic he was and how they did all these things against their will. Which
Okay.
short
Okay.
sister.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna defend that man. You're
No,
saying
we're
he
not
was
defending
creepy
anyone.
as a. But I would just say.
I used to love the girl
if,
next door.
If he
on MTV.
was,
Or English, whatever.
how would you have made Playboy that big? That's just where my head was coming
Well,
from.
at that time,
I'm not saying that I've done any research with them, not chilling with the
well, we
dudes,
can go
but
into a Playboy deep dive.
I would think that the dude in the velvet suit that everybody like has is like a cameo wasn't giving off like the creep vibes, more so just like an icon for the industry.
The dude in the
And
velvet
I
suit at the
guess-
pool party.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's creepy within itself.
But like that's like Hugh Hefner is kind of like the David Hasselhoff.
I don't know who that is.
You do know who David Hasselhoff is. He's the original Baywatch.
I never watched Baywatch.
He was in SpongeBob movie.
I didn't watch SpongeBob.
You did. We watched it so many times in bed.
But is he a character in it, or
He
is he
is
a voice?
himself.
Is he a voice?
He is himself.
Okay.
Live person. I know it's trippy to think about, but in the SpongeBob movie, they go up on land and then his titties come
Okay,
out.
Before
and
you
he puts
start,
SpongeBob and Patrick in the
before you
titties.
start
And he,
defending Hugh Hefner, let me tell you some stuff about Hugh Hefner. Okay. Hugh Hefner used to get young girls to come to the Playboy Mansion who had hopes of being models, right? And then he would tell them, okay, if you stay in my house with all these other girls and be a part of like my crew, you can be on the front cover of Playboy, right? But guess what? You don't have any rights to your images. You're not making any actual money. You're stuck in this house. You have a curfew as a 26-plus-year-old woman, okay? You're not allowed to wear red lipstick. He didn't like red lipstick, so you couldn't wear red lipstick because he thought that it made them look cold. He had multiple women at multiple times, and if you were his girlfriend, right? He always had like a main girlfriend. You had to have threesomes with him, or not even threesomes, orgies, like multiple sex parties. He really liked doing that
okay.
into his 80s. However, all of these women were complicit in these actions. Like they were old enough to say no. They didn't have to stay in these houses. However, it doesn't take away from the fact that he was a creep who was using his power and his status to control these young, vulnerable girls.
Were they still on the front page?
Some of them did, some of them didn't get on the page.
Alright. Well, then if you didn't put them on the front page, that's bad business, bro.
Some of them did though. Holly Madison out here still making money from it. But the idea of Playboy at the time, it was like everyone wanted to be a part of something bigger, right? And it's not like you could have a YouTube or you could have an OnlyFans or you could like make your own money. You needed to be a part of a bigger organization. And Playboy did put a lot of women on. However, if you were one of the women who got trapped in that mansion, it wasn't really a mansion at the end of the day because it wasn't yours. But if you were like the Brooke Shields of the group who like went to a party once and someone thought you were beautiful and then they hired you for a movie, oh my God, he doesn't know who Brooke Shields.
So
You know who Brooke Shields is?
I'm taking it this way. If you were like a C minus, I'm gonna call them actresses and actors. If you're like a C minus actress or actor and you ain't really, pulling the A, B numbers, you was getting the bottom of the barrel treatment.
Mm-hmm.
But then the ones who be pulling the numbers, they be getting the top tier treatment.
Well, it was
And
more
again,
so
you're saying that they had the options to say yes or
actors
no.
and actresses weren't trying to get on Playboy covers. Aspiring young models wanted to be on the Playboy covers, but back then there was really no room for these models.
Was
It was
Playboy
nudity.
but Playboy had that like if you're gonna go and be like I'm gonna be a model,
There was
you
two
gotta
types of models.
you gotta know the difference when you're signing up for Playboy and what you be getting. Like
Yeah,
that's
but
what I mean. Like that's
but this is the Pamela Anderson era. Like the beautiful, voluptuous, like showing like their bodies, like that was the whole vibe.
Why are
at
we
the
talking
time.
about Hugh Hefner right now?
Because we're talking about Russell Brand and how Russell Brand reminds us of you have.
It's-
Okay, and then we have Kristen Bell, I guess. Is that Kristen Bell?
Bro, that's Kristen Bell.
I don't think
Move-
that's Kristen
This
Bell.
picture does not age well. None of these people aged well. They all look like shit except Jonah Hill. He actually turned around from this
Neither
picture.
did
It's just
Hugh
his mental
Hefner.
might be a little bit fuzzy, but everybody else, I don't know. Next.
I don't understand why people are trying to
Next.
cancel Kristen Bell online.
Next.
Because she was stuck at an airport and people don't believe her? I don't understand.
If
I'm
you ain't
just-
got a link for it, come on, vámonos.
Okay, this is jokes. But also give people respect when they tell you not to post things of them. Halle Berry. Halle says Drake reached out to ask her if he could use the photo of her covered in slime for his new single, and still used it despite her saying no. He asked me, quote, and I said no. Why ask if you intend to do what you want to do? That was the fuck you to me. Not cool. You get it? However, Drake came out and said, Halle, you don't own the picture. Oh, if you don't own the picture, which is crazy how people can own other pictures of other people, but that's beyond me. Did he even release the song?
That's crazy. You don't even own the rights to your own facial? You don't own the rights to your own glazed donut portrait?
I mean, Google owns the rights to so many images,
That's
and photographers own the rights to
crazy.
images.
That's crazy.
Like designers own the rights to dresses that high-profile people have worn before. Same
that
thing.
St. Patty's Day glaze.
Someone commented, while I do understand your side, this is to Halle Berry. That photo is owned by Getty Images. So I'm sure he got the permission and paid the fee. Why you mad? Damn, sister, why you talking to Halle like that?
So if this was the case, I imagine this could be a possible take. And again, I'm not in the industry, so I don't know. But this is my understanding. Well, this is my make of the understanding of it. Drake's asking her out of courtesy because he likes this image and he wants to use it as an album. Knowing that she doesn't necessarily own it herself, he found the fucking shit off Google. Just asking her because they're probably in the same stratosphere, they probably know each other. And he's like, hey, before you just like see all over everywhere that I put you on my album, don't think anything weird, I'm gonna just ask you for it. She's gonna be like, no. And he's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna do it anyway. You don't own the image and I'm gonna just pay for it and use it anyway. It was just more so like a courtesy thing. You know what I mean?
I think
Like a heads up, and the fact that she said no, Drake is also just a troll in and of itself, so.
I think if I'm Halle Berry, I fucking hate that this image is on the internet. I would hate this image online. No matter how pretty you are, no matter how much money you have, you don't want to be slimed
You don't
on.
want a picture of you dumped in that green goopty goop?
No,
You
I do
don't
not.
want to be dumped in that green
And
goopy?
then for one of the biggest international artists in the world to
Damp off
post
that
this,
green?
to post this on his Instagram
Yes, sir.
for his new single
Yes, sir.
is fucking ruthless and the most light-skinned shit I've ever seen in my life.
That
It's
is
so Drake.
jokes.
It's so Drake.
That is jokes.
And I understand Halle. Halle, I'm sorry this photo exists. I'm sorry you don't own it. Maybe we should buy the rights. I'll do a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Because I understand why you don't like the picture. I think you still look like a baddie because you Halle Berry. You know what I mean? Your lipstick looks great. Lipstick looks great.
She wearing lipstick?
Yeah, she's wearing pink lipstick.
It
looks
looks like
nice.
she's wearing lipstick in the right places. Don't look like she's wearing
I'm
lipstick.
pretty sure she's wearing lipstick. She's at the Nickelodeon thing. What is that?
Either way, she
I
got
don't know.
that green goopty in her teeth.
Is that a real picture? I don't know. I guess it is. Anyways, Drake, come on, man. Also, For All the Dogs for One.
What?
That's the name of his new album. For All the Dogs.
allegedly.
I'm saying for one because he keeps changing.
Allegedly, one of his people lost the flash driggity drive.
They lost a flash drive?
The flash driggity drive that caused the delay in the first play. Bars.
Low-key, Drake lost the flash drive.
Can you believe that shit, my guy?
It's because he's on tour and all the bras.
You can't
Maybe one of the
believe
flash drive
You can't.
is in the bra.
What?
Maybe the flash drive is in one of the bras that were thrown on the stage.
Find that girl immediately.
I need you to find that girl immediately.
I think the image is fine. The song
It's
itself
not real.
is super sexual. I could see her not wanting to be associated with that.
Oh, so it did come out. I haven't heard the song yet.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, look at the picture. You don't own the rights to your own facial. That Shrek
Wait.
facial. What are you doing in me swamp?
Dylan.
What are you doing by my zipper?
Dylan.
You know?
We haven't heard the song, and Spoon just described what it's like. Looking at the picture, do you now understand what we think the lyrics would be about in the song?
I've been saying it for the last 10 minutes. Shorty look like a glazed donut. Shorty rocking that snow cap energy. You know what
No, Hallie.
I mean?
I'd sue him. Sue him.
Go girl, it's your birthday.
it.
Alright, I know you're thirsty. Say
That's not the song.
I know it's not, but it's a
All
vibe.
right, Hallie, we love you. We're sorry. We didn't write the song, but we hope you're okay.
Yeah, I ain't glazed that donut.
Hey.
What? I didn't.
Next topic. Ah, my heart. My heart is broken.
Yo.
My
The
heart
funniest
is
shit about this, before we get into
broken.
this, I'm gonna get my POV and I'm gonna let her go on her rant because I don't know who the fuck these people are. I don't pay any fucking attention to these people. The only reason I know these people is because one time, she decides to come to me and be like, babe, I found this beautiful documentary and it's about this lady. She takes her husband and they go to her family roots and then he's mad sweet and he tries to learn and do all the activities over there and they make a
Do you
documentary.
remember what country
and
they went
say,
to?
And they say it's for their anniversary, so it's really good for their marriage and how they're gonna be in a better spot.
All right,
And she
guys.
just
I
loves to
didn't
see
age
love.
well. My interest in this couple did not age well.
It did not age well.
This
2
was
3
less
weeks
than
later.
this was less than 2 months ago.
Yo, she tried to say that we watched that documentary 3 years ago. I fact checked her mad quick and I
No,
said
you
that
didn't.
was from February.
I
Yes,
didn't say 3 years ago. I said 3 months ago.
you said it was from last year. You said it was from last year, and I was like, it was from February this year.
Anyways, Jeannie Mai, who is a TV host and presenter, and she used to be on the daytime talk show, The Real, is divorcing. Well, Jeezy is divorcing her, but anyway. Jeezy is divorcing Jeannie Mai, Jeezy the rapper, now author, person.
This tea actually got really hot for me though, so I might start getting invested.
I was
That's me getting
curious
invested
because
post-marriage.
I've been super invested in Jeannie Mai as an influencer since before she was with this guy. And what's really sad is she said,
My arm goes over it.
"Do you want pizza?
Do we have to? What? You're
Are we
gonna move the
heat up
camera
the
again?
pizza? Or are
Would
we gonna
you?
order Domino's? Why can't I put my arm?
I put my arm. This is just weird, babe.
He's gonna slap us. Anyways, I was confused because they seemed so happy and like they were just like vibing and
Romano.
everything. And this is the tea. So the rumors online are that Jeannie Mai might have been cheating with Mario Lopez. Guys,
Hey, he
guys,
kissed
he
that
kissed
man,
the baby.
Yo, Mario Lopez, grab your baby and kiss it by the cheek.
They work
Next
together.
thing you know, he working with your wife, your ex-wife.
Oh, they're
How
still
y'all
married.
feel about that? How y'all feel about that? Ooh, how you feel about that? Yo, if you were the one pulling the trigger, right? If you had whatever issues going on, right? Then you find out that your significant other went to go and work with Mario fucking Lopez.
There are rumors that Mario
lost.
be out here in the streets, you know.
Fucking look at the dimple. Did he still got
Look at the dimples. I'm
The
crying.
dimple's still prominent for the man. The man still putting the fuck. Ooh.
Like he got a wife, but I heard
Dimple
stuff
attracts
online that
dimples.
he be out here like at the clubs and stuff, you know. But I don't know. Hopefully he's not cheating on his wife, but the rumors are
Yeah,
that
kudos to his wife.
because they are on Access Hollywood together, that this could be the reason why. Because I don't know, it makes no sense to me. They went to Vietnam. He proposed to her and he made Vietnam in his apartment. However, her mom and her family are very much involved. Maybe that's a contention because you've seen some of the videos with her mom
Bro,
that
I
she's
don't give
mad
a
like.
fuck. She's working with
I don't
Mario
give a fuck.
Lopez right
Look at
now,
look at
and
the
I'm
screen grab.
sure her mom can't say shit
Look
about
at the
the
screen
paycheck
grab.
from Mario fucking Lopez. You know what I mean?
The amount of makeup Mario Lopez has on right now is ridiculous.
Whatever.
He got his hair is dyed. Oh my, he looked like a female. Oh, Mario, I love you. I love AC Slater. Take me back to Saved by the Bell. Oh, breaking news! Breaking news! Teyana Taylor reveals that she is separated from Iman Shumpert. They're getting a divorce.
Oh, ow!
That's so sad. They've been separated
well,
for a
Al
while.
has an image. I have no idea about the fucking the insides of the company. So
The insides of the company.
yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
The insides of the relationship.
well, whenever you have like a relationship with stardom like this, it ends up becoming like a company. Like you could do a lot with that. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
really sad because they're a power couple.
that's what I mean. Like
They're like our Beyonce and Jay-Z.
yes.
Yes.
I mean, I love Shumpert's podcast. I really like his podcast a lot. I like her music. Do they have to be together? No. They don't have to be. Were they really cute? Yes.
Wait, what if her
I
music
just hope
starts
it wasn't
popping
anything
off
violent.
now?
It been popped off.
Apparently, she put out a post.
She took a break for your kids, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she put out a post before the media
She was
got.
acting too.
Let me finish.
Sorry.
She put out a post before the media put out that they're getting a divorce, where she said, "Hey, we still love each other, we're still friends, but we've been separated for a while." I'm not gonna lie, like it seems like it's been a while, and now it's coming out. His podcast is doing great.
W cordial.
She's doing great. W parents, hopefully,
They're gonna
you
be
know,
fine.
they're gonna be okay.
Let's look at the two of them.
But what's going on with relationships nowadays? Like,
When did they get together?
Hugh Jackman, I didn't put it here. Hugh Jackman and his wife of 27 years.
Yeah, but she's also like about to kick the bucket. And at this point, she did not make a big enough
Wait.
name for herself to give him enough. In
Wait,
like
I
that
wish I could
paycheck.
show y'all.
You know what I mean? Like, he's not getting anything from her dying other than just sad.
Let me see if it's on the shade
know,
room.
If he was dating somebody bigger than Hugh Jackman money, then. And his age? Oh.
I'm trying to find the post of Hugh Jackman with his wife, ex-wife, but 27 years,
I'm not
like
gonna find that shit right
after
now.
27 years, why? What's the purpose? What's the purpose, y'all?
Moving on. No time.
Oh, should I look first? Honestly, Sexy Red gotta go. Can someone take her off the internet?
Yo, they try to set up Offset saying that he was hooking up with Sexy Red at Kai's house. That shit was fucking stupid.
Nah, all the clips online. So if you guys haven't seen, Kai Cenat did a live stream with Offset. We saw a couple clips and it was hilarious.
Yeah, first off, jokes.
First off, jokes.
I wanna see the whole
Second
thing.
off, Offset has so much personality. I don't know what he be doing in the Instagram DMs that be getting him in trouble, but he has a lot of personality, and I loved him and Kai together. But
He
everyone
probably
on
just be
Twitter,
trolling in all honesty. and maybe
everyone
getting him
on
in
Twitter
trouble.
is putting clips together that Offset was cheating on Cardi during this 24-hour live stream, and not for nothing, the clips they put together, a little sus. Real clips
Yeah,
though.
had her fooled for like
yeah.
10 minutes.
I was like, no way.
She was like,
But
well,
the
we were
real
seeing-
clips show that that's not.
That's his
not
fucking
true.
brand manager / cousin, and he also was trying to leave to sleep and not get Sharpie written all over his face or like water dumped on him or some shit. They was on some like high school bullshit where like you'll go and hang out with your friends. So, I'm happy that it turned out fine and everybody was quick to be like, yo, you all do the most. That's something I wanted to talk about later in like the conspiracy section. Like, why the fuck do people be doing dumb shit like that? Like, well, how you got that much time to go through 24 hours worth of shit within the next day and like make up a story on your own? That's fucking weird. But speaking of making up stories at like bad times and them not really going well, and
So the writer's strike's still going on, and let's talk about stupid. Not that Drew Barrymore is stupid. The decision to do this is stupid, and then to come out and be like, "Oh, I didn't think about the repercussions." Guys, let's get out of our own little bubbles and let's think about the implications. However, I had a question while I was looking at this. Drew Barrymore says her talk show will not return after receiving criticism for her decision to resume production amid the Hollywood strike. However, the VMAs happened like yesterday, 2 days ago, and everyone was watching the VMAs. Is that fair? Like, there's a presenter and there's a host and there has to be writers for the show. Like, why can the VMAs happen? That's what's been so confusing to me. Like, all of the different film festivals and film.
Well, the VMAs aren't.
I don't know, man.
The VMAs aren't a talk show.
But you still need writers.
The VMAs
and
is an award ceremony, isn't it?
yeah, but
So,
I'm
like,
saying
that-
the fact that they're still being shown on TV and like
But it's not necessary.
it's the picking and choosing.
That's
for me.
like that's not writing. That's conducting. That's like coordinating an event happening.
You
It's
still
not
have to write,
necessarily.
though.
Yes, but to a different extent. Like you're writing, congratulations, this person won. Like you're writing like just quick biographies of people. Like nothing that you're doing is necessarily artistic. You know what I mean? Sure, you could write in some jokes to like make it run smooth.
Yeah.
But like again, nothing that you're saying is out of pure creation of shit. It's again to highlight the people. But for Drew Barrymore to go and make a talk show, which is just her talk show, it's not like she's like that's her producing something for her gain.
Yeah. I just
Not
think the
everyone
picking and
else's
choosing
gain
isn't
is-
helping anyone. And if they're not gonna post anything, then nobody should be doing nothing because that's what's taking these contracts so long to like go through. Because people are still making money somehow through the VMAs, through these films, through like all of these things that have been coming out
Well,
lately.
VMA is not going to be a film. And
I know, I'm
the way
saying
that
in
they're
addition,
making
in
money
addition.
now is they're going to be going more independent with stuff. So that's actually, it's like a turn for the better for writers. It's just a turn for the worse for the writers that were signed to big companies already. But again,
Yeah.
you look at it as a different opportunity and the perspective is completely different. You know what I mean? Like, again, they just want to fight for the protection of if they do go out and about their likeliness is not going to be
Yeah.
used to make, you know, to essentially monopolize them. You know what I mean? So it's different, I think.
I'm not defending her. All I'm saying is the picking and choosing in Hollywood of what's going live and what isn't is frustrating to the writer's strike within itself. Because there are people who are still pocketing money off of production and things like that when there's writers and actors who are literally struggling to make ends meet. That's what I'm saying. Like,
You know that-
why are people allowed to go to the VMAs, but they're not allowed to go to like a film festival or something like
You
that?
know
Like,
the
I don't
saying
understand.
that
It should just all stop.
no. The saying that problems only exist if they affect you.
Mhm.
There's probably some people within writing where this doesn't necessarily affect,
Mhm.
you know. And a lot of these people end up like Drew Barrymore, where she didn't think that she would receive this fucking backlash, but at this fucking time had this grand old goddamn idea to do this shit because she didn't think it would affect her.
Yeah.
That's
Let's
it.
see what she
You
said.
know what I
Let's see
mean?
what
Like
she said.
problems don't exist if they don't affect you personally. And that happens a lot for people.
To make it okay.
Oh, we'll listen to all 4 minutes of this shit.
No, I just want to hear the beginning.
I wanted to own a decision so that it wasn't a PR protected situation.
That already makes me feel like it's PR protected.
It makes me feel like she just made a dumb decision.
And I would just take full responsibility for my actions. I know there's just
Thanks for the
nothing
follow,
I
Reaper.
can do that will make this okay for those it is not okay with. I fully accept that. I fully understand that.
Okay. Drew, sis, we acted for an Oscar? I feel like she's acting. Do you feel like she's acting? I feel like she's trying to get an Oscar right now. Drew, I accept your apology. It's giving unsure of authenticity. I wish you the best. I wish the writers strike the best. I wish that the writers and these guild unions can come up with an agreement and a contract so that people can go back to work. Okay, and I hope that California passes that law where these people can apply for unemployment
I
now if
hope
they're going to
that
continue striking.
every fucking
it really
creative
sucks.
gets the 100% of their fucking creativity and whatever deals that they come across, that they get the majority of it, considering they're the ones helping on board and that everyone's art is completely unique. So I hope that people can just have a new opportunity out of all of this, not just go back to work to the way that things used to be.
No, go back to work and
Hopefully
be
mean that-
compensated for
that
what they're
things
working for.
are not only compensated, but again, people just have more opportunities for themselves through the
I
art
think
that is.
opportunities, fair pay, respect within the industry is extremely important. And talking about respect within the industry, let's talk about the VMAs, which I did not watch. And I used to love watching the VMAs. I was a big MTV person when I used to live with my mom because we had cable. You know, we don't have cable now because we're past that. But my mom still has cable. So I used to watch MTV a lot and E! Channel and all of that. And the VMAs were like this past weekend, I guess. We love Calm Down, so I thought this would be great. Selena Gomez and Rema won an award for Calm Down. Look at what she said.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rema, for believing in me, and thank you for choosing me to be a part of such an incredible song that's been able to break records. Thank you to all of you for listening, for streaming. I could not be more honored, and I want to send all my love to Nigeria. Thank you.
Oh, what a dress. Her boobs look amazing in that dress. Taylor gives me like... No,
Why the camera
I'm
just
gonna
been on
play-
Taylor for most of this night? What the
I'm going to play a couple clips of Taylor, and I want you to tell me what your conclusion is of it.
cocaine?
That's
so much, Rema, for
Off that
believing
one?
in me,
Cocaine.
and Thank
Stop.
you for choosing me to be a
Also, Selena Gomez talks through her teeth, and she doesn't move her,
Alright, that's-
which I find interesting.
her face always been plastic to me though.
I love Selena, by the way. I do love her. But the way she talks is always interesting to me.
Follow.
Okay. So she was next to Ice Spice. There's a bunch of clips of this. People are saying that Ice Spice is holding her breath because Taylor's breath might not be the first. And Ice Spice from New York, so we know what her body language is saying. She's like,
It's
So-
either
someone get me the
that
fuck
or
outta
she
here.
was holding in a burp or a fart.
Maybe she was trying to burp.
I think it was a burp and then she had to swallow it because Taylor Swift just looked at her and she can't burp in Taylor Swift's face because
Oh.
she's just Ice Spice.
And then Taylor Swift was saying that she had a panic attack.
I had a panic attack about it. What a fucking weirdo.
That's another clip. Ice Spice ends up moving her seat though.
And a jiggling pumpkin.
But at the VMAs and at these award shows, these celebrities be moving seats all the time because sometimes they move celebrities closer to the stage if they know that they're going to win an award or be presenting or something. Oh, this was cool. Demi Lovato performed Heart Attack.
Was Ice Spice just twerking to Heart Attack by Demi Lovato?
Taylor Swift is saying all the lyrics.
Alright, we're gonna get copyrighted. It's 14. What are you lying about?
Look at her reaction to, is it NSYNC presenting her Icon Award? Look at Ice Spice.
You have lost.
Ice Spice is funny. Because Taylor's like overreacting, and Ice Spice is like, what is she reacting to? And then Taylor's like trying to make eye contact with her, and she's like, oh, bitch.
Cocaine.
Okay.
Cocaine. It's adding to be cocaine for me.
Okay. This is my opinion. This is my hot take. And the Swifties, don't come after me. Please don't come after me. This is just my hot take based off the videos I've seen. I do not know this person. She could be an amazing person. I don't know her. Okay, Swifties. Okay. Taylor gives me like that friend who like loves attention. and will do the most to like have a crazy reaction, or like she just reacts like that, and then people look at her
Yeah, hold on.
like
Do you
jokes.
remember the Barstool popularity contest show on YouTube?
Yeah.
The blonde girl that went in to go save the suitcase to have a little.
Yo, yes.
She's giving her
It's just like,
Miss
and I'm not
Popular.
saying that Taylor's fake in any way, but a lot of her reactions give me like, I'm at the VMAs, so I'm going to like overly react so that I look very friendly. But to me, this doesn't come off as friendly. It comes off as like, calm down, bitch, because now people are looking at us.
Thank
Like,
God,
I feel like
Loki.
that's Ice Spice's energy. Like, ooh, calm down, sis. But I think Ice Spice is actually really excited to sit next to Taylor, and they took a nice picture.
Ice Spice and Taylor have been going on tour together, so I mean, like, they've been chilling and shit. But yeah, Taylor kind of made this. Look at her shaking. I'm telling y'all.
Like, that's a lot. Why are you shaking like that?
Cocaine.
Also, I don't really like this hairstyle on Taylor. I don't like the wraparound helmet vibes. I know it matches with her dress. It's supposed to be grunge.
Look like a bird nest.
But yeah. Ice Spice face had me crying. All right, VMA recap. Almost done. Okay, what do you get out of this one? This one was very interesting. So Selena and Taylor are going to the
Why they
VMAs
putting
after
their
party.
face against her? Security, do your job. Security, bro.
Taylor walked like a mannequin. And why she stared at that person like that?
You gotta pause that on that demon face. Nah, get the one with the light. Put this in 0.25 speed. 0.25 speed. 0.25 speed.
Yo, I cannot. The way she grilled that person. What did they say to her?
Get ready to pause it. Pause it when the flash is on the eyes. Like, shorty, you're crazy.
Taylor! I love the dress though. It's a fire dress.
It looked like paper denim.
Taylor, we love you. Taylor's like, I'm modeling right now, guys. Here we. She's like, be right back. I'm at the runway.
Nobody jumped her for a picture.
Because she's not walking towards them. She's walking
Selena
straight.
wasn't walking towards him. Selena was walking through fucking bumpers.
It says Selena Gomez poses for selfies while Taylor Swift ignores fans.
What
at
are you
VMAs
talking about? The
after
security
party.
fucking sucks for Selena and Taylor Swift. They was ready to kill people. They had that shit cleared up for like the president.
She was putting all her focus into walking to the car without falling. That's the energy I get. Like maybe Shorty was lit.
She was
Selena-
coked out of her mind, no doubt. She looked through everybody right there. She was analyzing their fucking
I don't think
spinal
she
nerves.
does coke.
She always looks so boring to me when I see her. Who, T Swift?
That's the thing. I think she's trying to like change that narrative of I'm not boring by trying to be like extra.
Yeah,
but
she
it
was
just
dancing
comes-
to a Millie.
But it just comes off as, to me, inauthentic.
She was singing it too.
That could be her personality, but for me, I just don't. It doesn't match.
I don't think it's a personality because it's like I think now to be, you know, really jamming to a Millie like that when she was around for a Millie, I'm pretty sure.
A Millie. I don't know. I don't know, Taylor, but congrats at the VMAs. She won basically all the VMAs at the VMAs this weekend. And she won all the little
VMAs
movement.
are gonna be called the TSA soon.
The VMAs just remind you of how corrupt Hollywood is, because why would you have so many different categories and the same person win in every single category? It's like the stupidest
Because they're
thing
all fucking glazers,
the
dude.
stupidest thing to me.
I
But,
call myself
at
a
the
boring
VMAs,
person.
isn't it voting?
I don't call you a boring person, Jay Rigo.
I don't think anyone's boring. I think
She
everyone
just
has their own
seems
thing
real
that they're
dry.
interested in.
I don't know. She doesn't seem that dry. She's been with a lot of men. So something's probably not
I
that
mean, if they're
dry,
recycling through her, maybe she is a little dry.
Probably getting dry.
All right, so we have a new show segment.
Sorry, January.
New show segment. Dancing with the Stars is coming back on Hulu and Disney Plus and ABC because
That'd be
if
more
you couldn't
cringe.
get it one place, now you can get it at 3 places. Okay. A bunch of drama with the different people who are coming on Dancing with the Stars, different actors.
Oh yeah, isn't Jousey? What's his name?
Harry Jousey.
Harry Jousey. Harry Jousey.
Harry Jousey's on here. We have a couple of different celebrities. Let's go to the Dancing with the Stars Instagram page and just see who they are.
Oh. Wait, these are all of them?
Yes.
Oh!
Okay, this guy right here. Apparently,
She's not leaving Danny for him.
wait, let me tell you the tea. He has been. His name is Adrian Peterson. He's an ex-NFL.
Yo, he's a football player. He's one of the fucking most fire football players ever. He's a fierce motherfucker.
However, did you know that about 2 years ago he was charged
Yeah, it
with
was
assaulting his
assault,
kid,
yeah.
and then a year later he was charged with assaulting his wife.
Yeah, he's an aggressive motherfucker. I just said
And
that.
now he's on Dancing with the Stars, and he's partnered with Brit, and we feel really bad for Brit.
But she's dating a deaf man who's gonna come for her.
Yeah, but we're really sad for Brit because this is not gonna last too long. Because people don't like him. The consensus online is he's a child beater, so he shouldn't be on the show. That's the consensus.
Okay.
Um,
We'll see how he dances.
This chick is from some new Disney. Oh, she's from the Marvel thing. What's her name?
Okay.
She looks really cute, this girl. Her name is I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Gomez.
Xochitl. She is America Chavez in the Marvel
Xochitl.
multiverse. She looks really cute. I think she could possibly win. Her and Val are a good partnership. I don't know who that guy is.
Old dude.
He's from Netflix. He's from like a Netflix
That guy is not gonna last.
realtor show. Netflix realtor show.
That man.
Old man.
That man not gonna last.
This girl is the girl who got cheated on the reality show on Netflix. Ariana Madix got cheated on by Tom Sandoval.
That's why she's on the show. She hit you.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Gleb posted a picture of himself first without his partner. This is a happy birthday post though. We got Harry.
Harry Jousey.
I don't know who that is. Tyson Beckford. Tyson Beckford is on here. Jason Mraz. Why he look like that? I didn't think Jason Mraz would
Wait,
age
Jason
like this.
Mraz looks like a mixture of Tfue and Tony Hawk.
Wait, he does. You like Tifu's dad.
Tfue and Tony Hawk.
Oh, he has a nice side profile. His front profile a little
Well,
weird.
you done me and you bet I felt it.
Are they gonna
Gotta
make him
get you
sing? That'd be lit. Who else we got? We got Allison Hannigan
shit!
from
That's a
How I Met
great-
Your Mother.
That's a great fucking pair. They should do something where they're dressed as like those little troll dolls. That would be iconic.
Hey.
Look at them. They look mad animated.
Sasha.
Or like some Whoville shit.
Sasha.
They could do some bangers. I could see that. That's mad animated. I hope they win.
We got Artem
Put my
with
vote in now.
Charity Lawson, who is from another reality show. Oh, The Bachelorette. Why are they always giving him women from The Bachelorette? He'd be tight about that. Artem with the blonde hair.
Artem is a sexy man.
Artem! That's how his wife is named. Artem!
Oh, this is the dude with Jordan Spark. Oh, that's the bitch from Vine.
Well, what's her name?
She's the
Lily,
one.
Lily
Yeah,
Pons, Lily
she's from
Pons.
Vine. She was
Actually,
one of,
like
the
Lily
OGs.
Pons. Like she's
glad that she's doing
a
this.
good advocate for mental health and just like being who you want to be. You know what
Yo,
I
I
mean?
hope she puts what's her face from last season a fucking shame.
Oh, and she's really creative.
I hope she puts what's her face from last season.
Charlie D'Amelio.
Yes, I hope she puts her dumb ass
However,
to fucking
Charlie's
shame.
a dancer.
I don't give a fuck.
But
So is
Lily's
she.
Latina.
Lily's the one who inspired that little dumb hoe.
Really?
Yes, she's from Vine.
I
D'Amelio
know.
wasn't born yet.
I don't know who this guy is. Matt Walsh. You know Matt Walsh? Oh, he's an actor. He's an actor.
I'm saying.
All right, and those are all the new people. I am I don't know. I feel, Julianne Hough is going to be the co-host with, no more Tyra. No more Tyra.
more Gleb.
No, Len.
No more Len.
Rest in peace, Len. It's gonna be a really
I'm
sad
so
season
sad without
him.
Len.
I like when he would be mean to the contestants.
I was waiting for his kindness because I would see it in every response of his. He was a lovely old grandpa.
He was like, you have 2 left feet, but at least you came out here
I
and did
would
the 2
rather
minutes.
be watching paint dry.
I would rather be watching paint dry. I am looking forward to what this season can bring. I am very upset about them having someone who has been charged with child abuse and women abuse. I hope that they actually address that and that they don't gloss over it, but it's Disney, so I doubt it.
Up next season, I hear that they're trying to have Jared from Subway on.
Jared from Subway?
Never mind, you're not gonna get it. All right. Other shows.
Challenge.
Other shows that we like. Oh shit,
Knew the
Tori.
challenge.
C-Team, baby.
This challenge is called the Search for the Challenge Champion, I believe. The Challenge 39, MTV The Challenge Battle for a New Champion. CT's
Is
on
that
there.
Brad? With the beard? That is Brad.
What Brad?
Big ass Brad.
What Brad?
He's usually shaved faced.
Cara Maria is back.
Cara
We
Maria,
have
Tori,
Kaz.
Casey, Devin,
These are all former champions.
Jordan, what's his face? Wait, what's that picture underneath it? That one.
The full cast of the Challenge Battle of a New Champion. So these are all people who haven't won before. And they're
Horacio's
going to
back.
compete. Horacio Olivia.
Is she back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Red hair.
Yes.
Michelle.
They got hold on their season.
What's this guy's name?
Oh, Ashley's man's is there. The rugby player who got pregnant, the black guy.
Oh, their names are on there. Big T is back.
Ew, Michelle. Fuck you, bitch.
He hates Michelle.
sorry.
Jessica, Anuel. Oh, Chris.
Manuel, baby.
Look, you're right.
Yeah.
They didn't even tag this guy. I don't even know his name.
He was on one season before.
Nerys, Mariah. She got her nose done. She looked different.
No, Nuri.
Raven.
Ash, she ain't pulling no weight.
Wait, they brought Raven back and not her man's.
I'm
That's
fucking
crazy.
crying. Oh, what's her face?
She's pretty though.
Is
She's
Fessy
pretty.
gonna be on here? Cause remember that girl, the blonde girl. It's right to the left of Kylan.
Fessy's not a champion, baby. Fessy's not a champion. Ooh, this is exciting.
Oh, wait! They got Big T.
Yeah, I told you that.
Big T and CT.
You see how you don't listen to me?
I do listen to you. We're just yelling out as many names as we
So
possibly
these
could.
are the champions.
That's Brad right there, you
interesting. So there's
motherfucker.
less champions and prospects. So I wonder how that's gonna work.
www.
This is coming out October 25th, and we are already watching the challenge.
Yeah, we're watching USA.
Challenge USA. It's really fire. It's on Paramount, and it comes out like every Thursday, I believe. Last couple things. I just want to say Alexis Ohanian, who is the husband of Serena Williams and the co-founder of Reddit, he has been fighting for extending paternity leave, which is really important. His fight has actually gotten federal employees to up to 12 weeks of paternity leave when before it was only 6 weeks. And under his Twitter post, there's a lot of people saying like personal stories of how he has helped them. And I just thought it was really cool to share because like I work, you know, for the government and I have like a pretty good maternity leave in the future, you know, but there's a lot of people who struggle with this around the world and our country is not the best with maternity or paternity leave. So it's really cool to see someone in a position of power and status be aware of how important it is to have time with your newborn baby. You know, I think it's really freaking cool.
My cousin didn't get paternity leave at all. He quit his job.
Yeah.
W
you
quit
see,
his
that's
job.
crazy.
Honestly, fuck people who don't want to help out in that type of situation. You're better off without it. They're gonna just replace that person that comes next. That goes through a situation like that. They're just gonna not help them either. So.
And it's really sucks.
Fuck
It
that.
really
Fuck that
sucks. Like,
company.
in the job that I work at, usually women come back to work within like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, and in the past it has been that, and it really sucks because that's not enough time to heal up. And I'm sorry that your cousin had to go through that. I'm glad that they had enough money saved, but now a lot of people are in that situation, and a lot of people usually like have to quit their job to take care of their kids and stuff like that, because childcare is not super affordable. So just to raise some awareness
Especially not
on
here.
maternity and paternity leave and how it should be something that every single person in this country, in this world, has access to. No matter what job you work, you should be able to spend time with your child and your partner who just gave birth and was at the brink of death. That's what giving birth is being close enough to death that you can bring in life into the world. But shout out Alexis Ohanian for creating more awareness, and hopefully this can be expanded to not only federal employees, but that the states can also create laws for paternity
but I
and
mean, when it comes to
maternity.
state, it's just that's
But
gonna
it's
be
all
from
state
state
by
to state.
state.
Yeah.
So remember to email your
federal is gonna be, like, the
representatives,
most general
send
thing, yeah.
letters to advocate for the laws you want. Very important. His wife only gets 6 weeks paid, and then I think she has to use PTO if she wants to take an extra 2 weeks. Yeah, it's really messed up. And it's also messed up that we don't get health insurance until 3 months into a job that you have to pay out of pocket, or like, it's just insane, honestly. Adulting, ghetto. But we're blessed to be here. This was really cool. This lady goes to the Metro every day to hear her husband's voice because he used to be the announcer at the Metro. And I thought it was a really cute, heartwarming story.
This reminds me of like having a teddy bear from like Build-A-Bear with like a relative's voice in their little box. It's always sad.
They had taken his voice out of the subway, but she basically emailed them to see if they could send her a recording of his voice. Knowing the history, the train stop basically put the announcement back. And they only put it in the only stop near the house where the woman lived.
Oh.
So where all the passengers can listen today to Oswald Lawrence's voice and to think that eternal love really exists.
Oh, that's nice. If anything, I'm happy that they took it out and put it back just for her. Because then people know when you're riding, you're going to be like, wait, that voice was different for that one stop. And that's where that story is. That's so nice. You know, my grandma wrote a poem about Grandpa Yellow, and it was about when he was away, and it got published in a poem book. I gotta show it to you. I'm bringing it to you.
Stop. I thought this was really sweet because it's like all of these divorces that we're seeing, true love exists. Regular people every day are living true love, yes. But regular people every day are experiencing love. And even when people pass away, you know what I mean? Like, you can still feel love for them or like have a different experience. That's why I love like voice notes and like voicemails and like things like that. I have an aunt who passed away who I remember I used to have a voicemail of her, or like I would call her phone and hear her voice in the voice. And I was like, that's pretty cool.
Damn, we took a dark turn. Getting heavy.
Not
dark.
Crying, that's a feel-good story. She's hearing her husband's voice.
Yeah, it feels so good. I got waterworks going down my face.
Is that not a feel-good story?
I feel good.
You
I want to
feel
go.
tears?
I want to go hug my mother right now.
Oh, this is crazy.
Going from wanting to hug my mom to wanting to fucking
fuck
fight
up TSA.
people. Fuck up TSA is crazy.
Why
dude.
TSA stealing money out of people's luggages, guys?
Homeboy, yo.
You can't even put your money in your purse no more? I gotta put my wallet in my pocket. I don't have pockets. I'm a girl.
You're gonna think that outfit gonna stop you from being seen on the cameras committing a crime? Look at that. Look at that.
Look at him. Look at him committing crimes. And his little friend too. His little friend did it first.
He told him where I was.
Look at him. Look, and the guy sees him. He's like, "What you doing, bro?" And then, like, what do you do at this point? Like, hey, bro, why are you going into people's bags? This is my job.
I would cause a scene and be like, that motherfucker's going through people's bags when he's not supposed to.
That motherfucker over there is
He's not real. He's not real. I know it's Dragon says CSA, but that motherfucker right there is not real. Not real.
Mm-mm. Like, you have cameras all over this airport, and you really think someone's not gonna know that some money was taken out their bag, bro? Like, most people probably won't know. You making this shit look hot. Let's see what the comments say. Man, who can we even trust anymore? No one, not gonna lie. He thought he had escaped. No, old man.
That's funny as fuck.
No,
Just him sitting there.
not the clip, not the clip.
An unidentified flying object. Oh my goodness.
Conspiracy.
So I'm gonna keep it a whole stickity stack. Go to the third tab real quick. I keep it a whole stickity stack. I started watching some clips recently. That's not the third tab, baby. That's the last tab. And I don't listen to you. So I've been watching some this YouTube guy, Jesse Michaels. He's been putting out, I guess, like documentary-esque, podcast-esque little videos. And the one that ended up catching my attention was with a whistleblower dude who ended up being a part of one of the UFO hearings that I think we talked about early on. It might have been in one of our earlier episodes. But basically, I was seeing all the comments saying that they asked so many better questions than what they did during that congressional meeting and all that good shit. Here's the dude. This is Jesse Michaels.
Yeah, this was a really interesting podcast that Dylan put me onto. I'm calling it a podcast, but it is more like a documentary vibe, like the History Channel or the Discovery Channel.
But it's not documentary in the sense of like the stuff that they talk about. It is in the sense of like
It's
whenever
more
they
like
talk about
inquisitive.
what he went through and the things that he talks about.
Yeah.
But again, that's not really definitive because they're just talking about experience. I'm gonna agree. It's like podcast.
So this guy,
Vlog.
basically the host that you're seeing right here, he basically has like a theory, right? That we are seeing more alien encounters because of the use of nuclear power and weapons, because that can be like an attraction field or something. And he's basically talking to this guy who we've seen in the, like you said, in the UFO trials, who has all this experience and knowledge. And what I find interesting about this guy is he's not necessarily like telling secrets about the government. He's more so like educating the masses about the possibilities of what could be, right?
Well,
What do you
so
think?
this video is called Dave Grush Tells Me Everything. So again, Dave Grush was in front of everybody where he ended up getting title as a whistleblower. So his whole point of this video was pretty much talking to him and trying to see how much extra he can get out of him, out of the meeting where they were talking about, oh, I can't talk about that stuff here. We don't have the proper clearance and stuff like that, so on and so forth. And Dave Grush is basically going and sharing his knowledge behind the legal aspects of how and why he's coming forward with everything. You know, he's not going and doing things like outrageously. He's got no videos to go and post, but he knows how to read between the lines. That's what he was really best at, is figuring out every bit of information, every little ins and out of a little topic. And, you know, he's going about things respectfully, in my opinion. So this video, if you guys want to watch it, it's almost 2 hours long, so it's damn near like a movie. They go through a lot of cool theories, a lot of cool stuff. You're going to learn a lot of like people and resources that you could possibly do deeper dives. I don't highly encourage you guys do UFO deep dives. It's an easy loophole into some wonky shit, and I don't want any of you guys falling into some flat earth shit or something like that. God forbid. Kat, I know you're a little bit vulnerable, no offense. But yeah, I would encourage you guys watch this. Just watch it with an open mind and like really listen to their energy when they speak. They're kind of just like they're talking about things that it's just like, imagine a world where this was actually accepted. Imagine where we can actually get with conversations, with things in general. Let's talk about some of the things that have happened, and let's think like proactively about how people are handling shit in the future.
Well, he also talks about like he talks to many different people. Not just this one guy, but he talks to like a couple other people who are in the space. And I think he doesn't talk to Graham Hancock, does he?
Yeah, he does. Oh. He's got clips in there, and as a matter of fact, there's another episode on Graham Hancock where they were pulling clips from. So that's how I figured it out that he does a whole series, was because he was talking to a bunch of people in this one, and I was like, why doesn't he show more of these people? I know they talk a lot about it. And then I go to his page, and he has all of them. So then I immediately hit subscribe. Hi, Papa.
Where he be coming from?
I don't know.
But yeah, this was really interesting to see, like, what theories are out there, what people who have been in government agencies say, the function of the CIA and all of that, like, very interesting information. And when you're watching these types of videos, watch things so that you can make up your own opinion. Don't watch this video thinking that they're going to tell you actual facts. Yeah. Like, watch the video, try to be unbiased, and then you make up your own opinion and do your own research. Because at the end of the day, this guy here has an argument that he's trying to prove, right? Like, it's called persuasion, right? You want people to watch your video. You want to have a end soundbite, right? So he has a theory, but just be careful because his theory is a little dangerous. You know, talk about nuclear power and nuclear weapons.
That's not his theory, though.
But it's like, it's not his theory, but like a message that it's within the video that I think that's
a 10-second segment.
No, but I think it was important though, because a lot of the contact that humans have had with UFOs have been after nuclear power and all that, which is very interesting. But I'm just saying, one person could watch that and be like, "Ooh, let me try something." So I'm trying to.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, go watch the whole 2 hours. Don't just watch this shit in segment. They go through a lot of stuff that's hard to wrap your head around. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of information.
He doesn't necessarily have any point in and of itself. I mean, hell, David Grush's point isn't even saying that, you know, UFOs are there or anything like that, or that they're specifically looking for nuclear power. No, David Grush's point and everything is saying that we need to have a little bit more open and honest transparency about the things that we do know that are out there and that's just documented. And then we also need to have a centralized space where people could come forward and not immediately be called a whistleblower like him and have their whole lives be ruined. It could just be like a simple contribution to the fucking pile, let people sort through it, and then we move forward with their lives, and it's just better for the collective. Instead of it being some people get their lives ruined, some people go insane going down the loopholes, some people benefit off it, some people have weird secrets, and then they get like emotional over this stuff. Like, it's really weird. And then this guy is just like asking him all the fucking questions and being like, why is government like this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, not to mention, Dave Grush has autism. So he is a former CIA intelligent dude, like incredible operative. And he didn't know that he was autistic until his 30s. So they talk about that in this video and how it affects him in his career path and just in real life and with the media and how everything is coming about right now, which is bittersweet to hear, you know what I mean? Like, it's sweet to hear that people are actually exposing the publishers who do fuck shit, like target people who go through mental illness, who have some disorders or anything like that. You know what I mean? Really, really dope at all the points that they touched upon in this video. And a good response to, or a good thing to have an open mind in terms of like when you start absorbing other content. You know what I mean?
You want me to play some of it?
Nah.
Okay.
I just wanted to pull it up. It's called UFO Whistleblower. Dave Grush tells you everything. Go to Jesse Michaels on YouTube. Go subscribe if you want.
The freaking alien cake got me dead.
Fucking dead. So on the topic of the UFO thing, Mexican authorities decided to come forward and say that they had recovered and had possession of ancient alien or non-human bodies, and
this is not a real video. This is not anything to do with the aliens. This is a place that makes cake.
Well, this is nothing to do with the actual Mexican video that they ended up releasing, which was by pretty much like a a Mexican whistleblower who's known for putting out misinformation about UFOs and shit like that. So it was all a hoax to begin with, but then somebody went and was like, "Oh, it was actually cake." I brought this up because it's like a show that we watch. Is it cake?
Is it cake?
And somebody that asked
Yo,
took mad time
we
to
should
make
do
this
that one day.
as like, is it cake?
Where we
What?
make cakes in the shape of like real things. But I'm
Yeah.
not talented enough. But I wish I could do that. I wish I could.
Ow!
Eh.
Loki's attacking me now. Come on, Papa. Go. Run along.
Go play, buddy.
Go play. Something else.
Shout out the cake. It looks pretty good though. Why he squeezing it like that?
To prove that it's cake and not just like clay or something.
Mm.
That shit was not funny. Oh, yo, this opens up so much for me. Okay, so this is a little conspiratorial, right?
It's brutal.
Conspiratorial. We know jack jiggity squat about what the fuck is going on in nature. We know nothing. I don't care what factual information you have. We know nothing. How long have you guys known fox are a separate animal from a dog? How long have you guys known that? Have you ever considered them breeding? Because that's what you're fucking looking at right here. This is a
A
world's
house dog
first.
and a fox breeded on their own and developed a mixed breed fox/dog that was hit by a car and then captured by authorities, and then they tested it and it came out that he was half fox, half dog.
This is the world's first. This is a breakthrough in evolution
In Brazil.
for breeding moving forward. There might be a time where people have fox fucking dogs, man. Loki, you are being so bad.
Hybridization between a pampas fox and a domestic
You want a fox
dog.
dog brother, huh, Loki? You want a
No.
fox dog brother? Yeah, no, this is actually insane. Actually nuts. And the reason why I wanted to say it's a little conspiratorial is because it kind of looks like the shit that they would say is like a chupacabra, you know? And that's what they say, like the thylacines are, which is an animal that they allegedly think is extinct, but there are some people alleging that it is real and goes to the stories of mythical creatures in the area. And if we got things like this happening today, where we're discovering, you know, a domesticated dog hybrid with a fucking fox, how many times does this shit happen in the wild? And it just goes undiscovered for the lifespan of these things. It can't be that long. It's not like these things live 80 fucking years for them to get found. What's the average lifespan of a dog? Like 12 years? You think something can't hide for 12 years and then pass without anyone seeing it? Like,
So
that's the thing.
Listen to this. They analyzed the genetics of the animal, and they found that the animal had 76 chromosomes. Domestic dogs have 78, and a pampas fox has 74. Crossbreeding of these two animals would produce 76 chromosomes. That's crazy. It's a whole new breed.
Yeah, so that means that it can then therefore be capable of breeding itself.
Yeah.
Well, not that itself. It's not like a fucking hermaphrodite or something,
The
but like,
pampas fox was her mother, while the father was a domestic dog. A domestic dog of an unknown breed? What a savage!
that dog was fucking anything.
Stop letting your dogs go outside, bro.
First off, people be leaving their dogs outside, which is a sad part. It's actually nuts. It's nuts to me to think that this just happened and
wow.
we're now in possession of it, and it could actually be a thing that just goes wild, you know?
So the pampas fox falls under the animal category of genus Lecalopus, and dogs are under the Canis familiaris. So this means that those two can now intermix.
Mm-hmm. To your point, January ago, I do agree that we don't know how they would behave. However, it is commonly shown in nature that if you have anything from a young enough age, and as long as it's not traumatically impacted, you can, you know, train stuff to be like, and you have to be trained in order to be vicious and have those traits. You have to suffer those traumas.
Okay.
It being hit by a car could easily make it aggressive at any point in time. I agree.
I have good news and bad news.
But
What
it's
do you
dead.
want? Yeah. It died this year. But the good news is she was an amazing animal. And she had a shy and cautious personality. She preferred to stay away from people. and she started to feel safer.
How many pups do fox have?
How many pups? I don't know.
You think? Do fox only give birth?
You think there's more of
Do
them?
fox only give birth to one at a time? Because this is one that just got hit by a car.
That's a great question.
And again, we don't know how fucking long this thing has been out there. It's clearly at an adult age when it was there, no?
Yeah.
So,
I'm Googling.
we Googling.
Red foxes meet to mate in the winter. A female red fox gives birth to 2 to 12 pups.
2 to 12.
Well, this was a pampas fox. Pampas foxes breed in the early spring, with the female coming into heat just once each year. After a gestation period of 55 to 60 days, the mother gives birth to a litter of up to 8 kittens. So there could be 7.
There could be 7 others.
How long does a pampas fox live?
Now,
13
wait.
years? Oh no, they have a small life expectancy.
Well, I said like 13 years, gang.
That's
Anyway,
so sad.
look up dogs.
What about them?
What's the dog offspring? Like how many pups are usually in a dog litter? Average domestic dog litter. Because that might affect the genetics as well. If the
1
nut
to
not that
12.
strong, 1 to 12? Alright. I was gonna say, because if the nut not that strong, it might not, go up to that 8.
Language.
I would bring it down to the average of the dog. But since the dog is higher, I would just base it off of the fox at that point. And we got 7 others. We got 7 stray, these little shits walking around.
This started as a happy story and now it's sad because the dog's dead.
No, I just made it more optimistic, baby. There's 7 others that we need to find. All right, we're going to start a new sub goal. We're going to go on a mission and find the other 7 and bring them back to you guys.
Last animal review of the night, because Dylan actually loves animals. Dylan is
I
like
wanted
a
to bring this up.
zoologist.
I wanted to bring this up as a conspiracy because I have a friend. His name is Tyler. He recently went to Africa and he came back. Tomorrow is his birthday. Today is Teddy's birthday.
Happy
For
birthday,
those who know Teddy, Wicked Sticks, my best friend for damn near 20 years now. Make sure y'all wish him a happy birthday if possible. If you have him on Instagram or anything else, he's on
Happy birthday,
Spotify.
Teddy.
Is Jay Coy.
Stream his music.
Actually, I think you could do ! J Coy, or no, ! Coy, KOI, and then you could get his information. Happy birthday to him! Happy birthday to Tyler! I want to have Tyler on NDT. He wants to come on NDT. We've talked about this before, but we're gonna be talking about a whole segment like stuff like this. This ended up being a spotless and one of the world's first in a really long time. I think since like the 80s, 70s, or 80s. A spotless giraffe, which very not common, very beautiful, but again, just another thing that happens in life that can go overlooked. Something as simply beautiful as that can open up your mind to as many different mutations and as many different changes that there could possibly be elsewhere.
It could also be like the change in the climate and how maybe giraffes need to be one color now because the sun is maybe like their offspring or something.
Well, it's not that it needs to do anything. Like it's just I think a birth defect. Like it's not any purpose, and I think it might have some negatives in it in a sense. I think. Well, I think you would think mating possibly.
Mating,
you know what I mean?
camouflaging, and surviving.
Right, like it's gonna stick out from the bunch, which immediately makes it a target for new things. Oh, what are you doing back there, Loki?
He dropped the thing. What are you doing? Get down.
Loki's taking apart the set.
He's taking apart the set.
Right.
But
yeah,
that's about it.
That's it
for tonight.
I'll keep you guys posted in terms of when we're gonna start having guests. I'm gonna start speaking to them. I know since it's all their birthdays and stuff, it's gonna be a hard time to get their contacts and all that good jazz. But Interesting stories this week. I'm curious to see what's going to happen next week. I'm very happy that we've been consistent. We're up to episode 10.
We're at the double digits, ladies and gentlemen, and I moved the camera again.
Yeah, my phone, y'all. So, we are going to be
I keep trying to do double
posting
digits.
on YouTube still. We got episode 9 that's going to be posted soon.
I really love that cooking stream with Kathy. That was a really fun time.
We're possibly thinking about doing more cooking streams.
I want to do a painting stream where Dylan can teach me how to paint something because Dylan's a very good artist. I think it'd be cool if you could stencil something out and then we go in and like do colors and stuff, you know? I also got some pumpkins for us to decorate because it's pumpkin season. It's fall season. It's starting soon. And we have to pumpkin up the house. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm very excited for all of those things that we're going to be doing and to do games again because the games are really fun. The what's in my box, the
What's in the
Pictionary,
box, gang?
What's in
The box.
What's in the box?
She keeps saying what's in my box.
I'm sorry.
And I'm
It's an
not, we're not
accident.
telling nobody what's in your box, okay?
Hey.
So we got more changes coming soon, more upgrades coming soon. We had a fun trip today that
Oh, we
opened up a
upgraded
lot.
our room right now.
We upgraded our
The setup.
We cleaned up the setup really nicely. We started using some more technology that we had since we moved in, pretty much. And things are finally coming together for the both of us. Really excited with what the future's gonna hold. Big progress coming this week, and then you guys are hopefully going to be continuously on board for all the progress, any changes that we make. If anybody noticed, we changed like the backdrop and stuff.
Do we like the brick? Do we like the brick better than the wood paneling that we had before?
The wood
I really like
paneling.
the brick.
Yeah, and I like how it kind of has like that spotlight effect. It's kind of cool. I've been working on also trying to get rid of the green fuzzy around it. I think it looks kind of good today.
It looks better.
I'm using the center light for us too, instead of the hallway light over there.
Yeah, because that's a little bit of a glare.
Mm.
But thank you all for tuning in. I hope that everyone has a great week this week and that your week is productive, it's fulfilling, and that we are able to get to Friday. We gotta be up early tomorrow, as always, during the week. We're adults, and life starts before 7 a.m. Sadly.
Hell yeah, I'm probably gonna be streaming tomorrow after I drop you off. I
exciting.
think tomorrow is also my barber's birthday. So
Nyrel, all the Virgos.
I know all the birthdays.
Did you guys know if you or someone you know is a Virgo baby, that means that your parents was doing the nasty during New Year's. Okay? You're a New Year's baby
I don't know why you felt the need to tell them that.
because you told me that and now I know it.
All right, shout out Conception. I love
Shout
you
out
guys.
Conception.
We love
Shout
you.
out all the Virgos. My mom is a Virgo.
Catch you on the flip flops.
Catch you on the next episode.
Who's live right now?
Tune in on YouTube. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're watching over on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you tune in to Wildin_out on twitch.tv and watch Dylan play Bro Company, Apex, Minecraft.
When the fuck have I played Apex?
You play Apex sometimes.
When the fuck have I played Apex?
In a
Yo,
while.
she be watching other light skins.
No,
You
because
see this? So
it's because we watched
somebody
that
put in the
guy.
chat with
What's his name?
Nick Merckx.
Yeah, we watched Nick Merckx.
So I play Apex because of Nick
But
Merckx.
you do
Yo,
play
yeah,
Apex.
Like I said, she be watching other people.
What's that new game you've been playing with Teddy?
Baldur's Gate, yeah.
Baldur's Gate?
I mean, we played that one
He be
time.
doing a lot of different games, so make sure you tune in live on Wallin_out twitch.tv.
We're trying to add some
Okay.
new ones to the bunch.
Some new ones to the bunch.
And let us know what you guys would like to see.
Also,
okay?
yeah, in terms of the video games, I was gonna start posting my VODs on YouTube, just like the whole VODs.
You're gonna start doing
I think I'm gonna, yeah, I gotta wait until I start doing some clips.
Because if you're having some like really cool like
I have
game
great
rallies,
moments, but like I don't necessarily have great 9-hour streams. You know what I
you
mean?
have great 9-hour streams.
But-
You just need to go with what the
Actually,
social
yeah, my
medias are
9-hour
doing.
stream has like the most views on the channel. I'm pretty sure, but
But thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the people who were chatting and talking to us and like being a part of the conversation. We appreciate everyone who tunes in live.
oh, sorry, you guys saw my butt.
And I look forward to talking to you all next time.
Let's go over.
Let's
to
go over and
Scandalous.
raid
Scandalous.
Scandalous. Make sure you stay
Sure
tuned for the
don't.
raid when we're going over.
Say hello. Say hello. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. My butt is here again.